My name is James Williams Jr., and before I do what I'm about to do, let me clarify one thing. I like this judge, and this video is like probably the only problem I'm gonna have with her. I also like Rosie O'Donnell. I don't think that they should be beefing over Donald Trump. Now, look here. It is abundantly clear. I will say this 150,000 times. I do not like Donald Trump. I don't want to support Donald Trump. But as a former military man, I don't have much of a choice because I take an oath to serve this country against foreign and domestic terrorists. Now, I'm going to give you all a clip from Fox News with Judge, whatever her name is, Janine Pirro. Now, before I give you this video, I like this judge, and I love Rosie O'Donnell. But this judge is a person of color. She is not black. She is of Latin American descent. So, respectfully, because I like this judge, because she keeps it real. She'll probably say something about me, and hopefully she won't send the police after me for my opinion about this. Because whether you voted for him or not, which she probably did, because the video clearly states that she's a Trump fan, excuse me. Your political affiliation won't change the fact that I watch her show. Your political affiliation won't change the fact that you were partially right about we're all American and we all have to get behind Donald Trump no matter how much of a douchebag full of dick tips that the man is. Or a cockfistle, depending on how you guys want to play this. And I don't give a flying fuck about Hollywood because I'm an independent filmmaker who has not been looked at by Hollywood or any damn body else. But what I will say this, because she's totally in Trump's corner. I don't know what swamp gas she was breathing in Atlanta. And did she miss the part about him being an outward fucking racist? So, she does support Trump. And I will continue to watch her show. I don't like her political affiliation. But that does not mean I don't like her. I've done videos before where I've told people, look, just because you voted for Trump doesn't mean we can't be friends. Because, in the end, we all have the right to vote for whoever we vote for. So I'm going to play this first. And then I'm going to, continue on with this blog. But she really came down on Rosie in Hollywood. I don't really give a flying fuck about Hollywood, and like I said, I love Rosie, I miss her on The View and everything. But, the principle is, I also like this judge. But regardless of her political affiliation, which I strongly believe she made the wrong choice, and I'm over it, down one, I accept it. Nothing I can do about it except for deal with it and move on and pray like hell that he runs the shit like he's supposed to and look out for people like me. Veterans who are only getting $263 a month, might I add, for serving my country and getting fucked up. Alright, so before you guys watch the rest of this blog, I'm going to show the video. And then I'm going to tell you, this really isn't for children. And my opinion of her has not changed. I do like her. But on this one, I got strong bad vibes on this one, And it's more like a brown-nosing tribute to Donald Trump with this. So I'm only going to show you enough of it. Maybe the whole thing, it's like 5 minutes long, so we'll see. Anyway, you can find it on Fox News.
Congressman Lewis, what's not legitimate? Donald Trump won by a large electoral college margin. And in spite of efforts to do a recount, which backfired big time, and efforts to influence those faithless electors, nothing changed. Congressman, you have devoted your life.
I don't know who Congressman Lewis is. I don't give a damn. But I will say this. If he lost, he still wanted a recount. So, and he has mentioned that he still won't let that shit go. He won, but he's not being dignified about it, which, by the way, she leaves off. Especially when she starts chunking down Rosie. After she gets through with Congressman Lewis, whoever you may be. Hey, look, you guys got jobs to do in Congress. How about we just do them? Alright? Like I said, I like this judge. I love Rosie. But this whole thing here, it doesn't sit well with me. And whatever she's doing and whoever she's doing, judge can have whatever opinion she wants on me. I don't care. I haven't broken any laws. Freedom of speech is if you post the video, you should know That if it can be found, it can be seen, and it can be viewed and reposted and shared. That's why they have that share button there. But since I don't know how to do that on this computer, we're going with the old school cell phone way. Especially since I don't know shit about tech. Clearly, I don't know shit about tech.
And equal justice for all.
Equal rights and equal justice. But Donald doesn't like immigrants. Okay? Legal or the other kind.
With a seat in America's White House.
Which is true.
Are you not a part of our democracy? Do you not want a peaceful transition of power? Did you not take an oath to support the Constitution, including Article 2 that created the Electoral College? You, a congressman for 30 years, know how to amend the Constitution if you don't like it.
This must be that black guy that was on Meet the Press this morning.
Rights, but you and your party,
which I will say another thing about
transition of power. So
people of color. We tend to throw each other under the bus immediately when something's not going our way. Alright? Like I said, I voted for Hillary. No, all damn day long I voted for Hillary. We lost. I'm over it. All cool. However, the guy she's speaking of, clearly it's not over for him. Alright? And you know what? We're all entitled to our opinions, and that's cool and everything. But there are some things we just kind of go with the flow. No, a soldier can't say when they're enlisted what they're supposed to do. They can only follow orders. I ain't enlisted no more, so I can voice my opinion now and be free to say so because the First Amendment right allows me to do that. When I put on those dog tags, when I signed my name on that oath to fight foreign and domestic terrorism, I have freedom of speech, and as long as I'm not slandering anybody, I'm good.
So concerned that the Republicans wouldn't be, are daily proving yourselves to be hypocrites. And another Democrat,
I hate to say this, most politicians are hypocrites.
Proudly asserts her refusal to meet the man who will sit in the Oval Office.
Now see, those are two ladies of color. One is black, one is not, but she's still of color.
For the people who elected you.
Unless the judge is actually a black lady.
As for those liberal Hollywood leftists in need of a lobotomy, like Rosie O'Donnell, they are straight up communists.
That is not fair. And that is slightly slander. She has to prove that somebody is a communist before you can call them a communist according to the law. However, freedom of speech laws prevent that.
I don't have a problem with you. But
clearly that's a mistaken of thing, and no one really knows what martial law is except for the military and this woman. She points it out.
Over when we're invaded and we're at war. And by the way, Trump isn't charged with anything. And for him to be cleared, there'd have to be a trial. Ain't no trials happening, Rosie, during martial law.
Let me interrupt real fast. That is true. He has not been charged with anything. And the only thing they can really charge him with is embezzlement and tax evasion. They can't really get him for nothing else because he hasn't really done anything else. But he has not given up his tax returns. And on a personal note, you've won, but yet you're still trying to dig into Hillary's ass over fucking whatever the hell the issue is with him and Hillary. You won, fella. But she's not going to bring that up about him not leaving Hillary ass alone. Yet she's going to jump down Rosie's throat because Rosie just hates Donald. Well, here's a newsflash. It's not illegal to hate someone. It's only illegal to eviscerate them. I don't hate this judge, and I don't hate Rosie. But if you're going to talk, you got to be right and you got to be fair. You're saying very good things about Donald, but you left out the fact that that evil, maniacal, orange-haired bastard is still trying to go after Hillary, even though he fucking won. So he hasn't won gracefully if he's still trying to go after Hillary for motherfucking emails, yet he's doing great deals with Russia. And she does not bring that up. So if you're gonna fucking go after Rosie about Donald, you need to bring up everything. If you're gonna tell it, you're gonna tell it all. Now, I'm not defending Rosie. I don't give a damn about her opinion, because it's her opinion to have. I don't care about this lady's opinion. It's her opinion to have. But if you're going to talk about one, you talk about them all. And though he is going to be the president in less than 7 or 8 damn days, He's still going after Hillary. He's still pissed off. He's not mature. As Saturday Night Live continues to make fun of him, and he continues to make bad tweets because he's such a big baby about, you know what? I'm a half-breed. I've dealt with being called half-breed, mutt, and all kinds of evil shit all my life. I have not gone out and seek revenge. I don't have a Twitter, so I'm not going to go way back to 1989 and start dissing on all the people who dissed on my half-breed ass. But if you're going to tell it all. She doesn't bring up the fact that Donald's still after Hillary for emails. Well, everybody, like I just mentioned, is after Donald for taxes. So I have a fair solution. How about we put Al Gore in office and then we just lock up Donald and Hillary and let them box it out? Problem solved. Put them in a ring in the middle of Guantanamo Bay and see what the fuck happens in the end. Survivor gets all. That's just my personal opinion. Now we continue.
Oh. And on a personal level, Rosie, you would hate it. There would be curfews and checkpoints.
That is
There'd
correct.
be tanks in the streets. And no, you couldn't call an Uber tank for a quick latte at your local Starbucks.
Wouldn't really matter because the curfew would be at dusk.
Since
As soon as it gets dark, curfew's in effect. You'd have to be at home by 6. Jobs would shut down. People would lose a lot of money during martial law. Trust me, as a military man, I know this. Now, if you're not a cop or a soldier, you have no business out past dusk. Now, once it gets dark, everything is done. They're shutting everything down.
A 10-year-old kid who amazingly.
Now, see, that there, I don't think that Rosie should have said anything about the man's family. I'm a strong advisor against that. Let me stop for a second. I've said in many of my videos, because I defended Ivanka Trump, she's not her father. His kids should be off limits, They should be off limits because it's not their choice that their parents choose the career that they've chosen, all right? Because I will quote Halle Berry and them, if you want to take pictures of these actors and stuff, I know as an actor that this shit comes with the territory. I also know that as an actor, I would like to have my children left the hell alone. Since I have children, I don't have that problem. But I'm also not a successful or well-known actor. So again, I don't have that problem. But in that same breath, this is the price we pay for fame. So in this thing, the price is really quite simple. As public figures, people are going to talk about you. If you're an actor, people can say whatever the hell they want about you. Granted, it might not be true, but still, they can say what they want about you because you're famous, because you are a public figure. And public figures have no scrutiny, and there's not a whole lot that you can defend yourself with in a court of law because of the simple fact, hey, you're famous. And people, if Michael Jackson could have sued every time somebody called him a child molester or called him gay, Michael would have been the most richest man in the world before he passed away. Simple as that. It's the same thing if anybody had said something about Elvis being a drug addict or something. Now, I don't know if that's been proven. I don't really give a damn. I didn't like Elvis. And besides, I think he died in 77 and, let's see, 74, 75, 76, 77. Yeah, I think I was 4. So, Bruce Lee died when I was born, like 30 days before I was born in 73. And Elvis died in 77. So, people are going to talk about him. Some people believe Bruce Lee's still alive, but his family knows that he's not. So, let's finish this. I hate technology.
And to then claim he's not off limits, and you call Trump mentally unstable? Rosie, since when are you the bastion of brilliant behavior? Why don't you put on your big girl pants and come to grips with the fact that Donald Trump is your next president and you're either with America or against America? If you don't like him, campaign harder next time. And let this be a wake-up call to you and your Hollywood friends that you don't speak for America. And by the way, isn't Hollywood supposed to be inclusive and accepting of the views of people who don't look or talk or act like them?
That's 100% false, because if that was the case, I'd have a job.
And this isn't fake news. The people in Middle America, some of whom ride a tractor for a living, wear the same boots every day, wear a badge, go overseas, not knowing if they'll come home, are sick and tired of your nonsense. You know, the silent and forgotten men and women of America who rose up against you bozos and your candidate. It's about time
Now, see,
you
there was
accepted
unfair.
them and respected them.
So I'm one of
for
those
their
bozos
hard work,
that voted for Hillary, and I don't
sacrifice,
appreciate
and
that crap.
yes,
Because I haven't said
even their
nothing bad about
investment
anybody that
in
voted for
your
Donald Trump. If they
movies,
wanted to vote for him,
TV
hey,
shows,
that's
and
their right to do that.
records.
But don't call me no
Liberal
damn
DC
bozo for voting for Hillary.
To the liberals in Hollywood, my message, actually America's message, is the same.
You can't speak for everyone in America.
We won.
If Rosie can't speak for everyone in
Swallow your
America,
pride,
neither
get
can
in
you.
line, stop thinking you're so damn important that the world has to stop and listen to your revolutionary nonsense. Your candidate just didn't cut the mustard. Donald J. Trump is the president for the next 4 years. Deal with it.
Now,
Not legitimate.
I just told them I was recording. God